Welcome back to another quick review. I've been home for about 2 weeks now, but we're still doing phone audio because I'm outside, so you're gonna have to deal with that. Sorry. Today we are talking about Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, the quote-unquote last movie in the Mission Impossible franchise. Obviously, that could change with Hollywood, as well as just knowing how Tom Cruise is as a person. It is entirely possible that does change. But for now, this is the final movie in the Mission Impossible franchise. And for a bit of context with me and Mission Impossible, I didn't get into the franchise until a couple of years ago. Um, and I think outside of Mission Impossible 2, which I didn't like that much, I think every movie is at the very least good. Right? Ignore the car, you're going to hear that I'm outside. I think at the very least every movie is good. Right? Solid 10 out of 10. My personal favorite is Ghost Protocol. That's a 10 out of 10 movie for me. I love that movie. Followed by Fallout and Dead Reckoning. Those three are my three favorite Mission Impossible films. And at the moment, it might stay that way because while Final Reckoning, I still think is like really, really good. Let's not get it twisted. I think Final Reckoning is a really, really good film. It's also very lopsided, in which the first hour, a lot of people have complained about this, and it definitely is prevalent. The first hour is very, very exposition heavy, right? And normally for me, when a movie review says like the first bit of it is exposition heavy, that doesn't bother me that much because I've been. This has happened twice this year with movies that have come out. I saw Mickey 17 in theaters. They said that movie is very exposition heavy at the beginning. I really enjoyed the exposition in that movie. I thought it was great. This happened with Sinners. When that movie first came out back a couple of weeks ago. Granted, a lot of people didn't say that much about Sinners exposition just because that movie just all around is phenomenal. But even then, the exposition and the setup for Sinners was really, really good. The issue with that, the issue between those two movies and this one, Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning is close to 3 hours long, and so the first hour exposition, I think I enjoyed a lot of it, but at the same time, it did start to feel like, okay, this is going on just a bit longer than it really needs to, especially for a Mission Impossible movie. I'm not sure how I feel about certain things being retconned, or rather them introducing things or callbacks to previous films to tie everything together. I'm not sure how I feel about that at the moment. I definitely have to see it again, but at the moment, my overall thoughts on the exposition, besides all that stuff, is just goes on a bit longer than it probably needs to. Still enjoyed it, but it goes on a bit longer than it probably needs to. The other thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way about this film, not the wrong way, but like I feel weird about, is Luther. I don't know what happened. The thing is, I've seen Dead Reckoning. I've seen it a couple of times now. It feels like we skipped something. It feels like something's missing. It feels like 10 minutes got chopped out of 10 to 20 minutes got chopped out of this movie. Because I'm not sure what happened. All of a sudden, Luther's on his deathbed. I don't know if I don't remember anything from Dead Reckoning. I probably do. But it feels like I missed like an entire character arc that I should know about. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Right? It feels like things definitely got chopped out in the editing process just because the movie is close to 3 hours long, right? And I think because of that, as well, that movie is edited very, very weirdly. There's a lot of things I'm like, that was a weird cut, but like I'm not like I'm not the biggest cinema head, right? I can complain about a weird cut, but at the end of the day, I couldn't do what they do, so I leave them to it. I acknowledge that it's weird. I just move on with my life, But otherwise, let's start talking about the positives. The stunts, man, as always, the stunts are amazing. If Tom Cruise or Ethan Hunt came out and said, "I am literally God," I wouldn't question it because there is no other possible reason or explanation why this man hasn't died yet. It's as simple as that. And And props to the stunt team and just everybody working on that stuff, because it is just, especially in this movie, is phenomenal. It's nerve-wracking. Obviously, it's been nerve-wracking at other movies, but this movie specifically, that's those sequences at the end. Oh my God, it's so good. And I think the other thing that this movie does really well, besides the stunts and a decent amount of story, is the characters. The characters are all really well written, really well performed, and you definitely get like very attached to all these characters. Now, obviously, that does help with 7 films of build up beforehand. But like, of course, there's like Benji, but like you get like all the other side characters that are involved in this movie, like all the other people on the team with Ethan Hunt, and like even the dude that just joined, you start liking him a whole bunch, right? I think it's just really, the characters really sell these movies, which is something that you don't really see in a lot of these action movies, but those characters really sell this movie, and I love them, and I wish this wasn't the end, because I would really love to see all of these characters again. Granted, like I said, in quotations, we don't know this is actually the end, but at the moment, with the information that we know now, yeah, I just want to see more of these characters. They're all great. Yeah. Final Reckoning is a really good movie. The last 45 minutes sells it really well. The ending is very emotional. Overall, even despite its faults, you could tell the movie was made with love, and it is like heartfelt, that they actually cared about the movie. And I think that's what really sells it. And what I think is, despite its faults that I mentioned earlier, it's still a 9 out of 10 for me. I still really enjoyed it. I would still highly recommend you go watch it, especially if you're a fan of the Mission Impossible franchise. If you've seen all these movies before, I would highly recommend you go watch it. I really hope they don't stop making these movies, but it is what it is. So yeah, if they do, in that regard, thank you, Tom Cruise, for everything you've done in regards to this franchise. I absolutely adore it, and keep making movies, man. And thank you for watching. See ya. Bye.